Hello there. I put a shirt on for this. It's very hot in the Bay Area right now, and luckily my little crappy AC unit that I have in my house is actually working. I turned it on at like 6 in the morning today and just had it chugging and chugging. Finally, by about 5 p.m., it started to lose the battle, but overall, not bad. I've got a little bit of a new graphics package that I've been working on, and this video took way longer than it should have, but I think I've got all these little elements in place now where I can use them and repurpose them and kind of get a style down and experiment with some interesting transitions and little bugs and all kinds of stuff. You'll see. And it probably feels like a lot at the beginning because that's kind of when I'm talking about stuff and things are going on, but I think it's pretty good. I like it. I've gotten inspired by a couple different things, and I think it came out pretty good. I'll probably still tweak a little bit, but I think I've got a nice little set of things happening. You'll see. This ride was amazing, and I really, really hope you get out there and do it. If you're in the Bay Area, if you're not in the Bay Area, if you ever visit Lake Tahoe, there is still time. Depending on when this video comes out. This video should come out pretty soon. So there should be still time to hit this loop. It was really good. I'm so surprised. I've never heard anyone talk about it. And Lake Tahoe, man, it is something special. Really good ride with my brother. Just out there doing it because of you guys. You guys make this happen here on Patreon. Thank you so much. I've got more videos to edit before I head out to Spain very soon. And you guys make it possible. No doubt about it. Let's go.
My friends, I've made it to the North Lake Tahoe area outside of Tahoe City and Incline Village. And me and my brother Justin here, we're gonna head up to the Tahoe Rim Trail. There is a lot of stuff in North Lake Tahoe that I've never explored and I've never done. So I'm excited. Me and Justin are gonna get a couple trails this weekend that we've never done and do some adventuring. So today started off pretty dicey. It was like freezing overnight, and then it was super foggy the whole morning, and it was like 42 degrees, and then the fog burned off, and now this is like a perfect day. Just chilly enough, like 55 degrees, just perfect riding temperature. And it's been raining over the past couple days, so hero dirt. All right, we're at not the top yet. We're about to get climbing, but this is just a perfect little lookout. This is so good. Ran into a couple people, a guy on an ancient bike, and he is still riding it and loving it. That's what it's all about. Just go ride. I found this ride by poking around on Trail Forks, just looking at highly rated trails and seeing like, okay, what does that connect to this, and how are people frequently riding this area? And you just kind of get an idea. You can do a lot of snooping on Trail Forks and seeing how people are doing stuff, and hopefully it'll turn out good. I think it will. You never know. And if not, it'll be an adventure. This single track already looks amazing, so Tahoe is so special. I have my Strava hooked into Trail Forks, so every time I complete a ride on Strava, it sends it to Trail Forks, and Trail Forks uses my data however they like it. I believe they sell some of the data to land management places, and so nothing's free. I kind of have a weird feeling about that we're not ever going to have privacy as time goes on, so I'm kind of over it and I don't mind, but that's not very popular opinion. When you got a chip in your brain, there's no such thing as privacy, brother. This is why I called my channel BKXC. This is our kind of cross country. And I was just watching Eric from BCPOV, his video about how the world champs cross country was gnarly. So it's not just fire roads anymore. Man, this is so perfect. I sometimes wonder, like, if people actually knew what you got to see and you go out mountain biking, it would just be overrun with people. But Backpacking's the same way, hiking's the same thing. Okay, we've made it to the Tahoe Rim Trail.
Half a mile.
Oh, we haven't made it.
Proper post seems okay.
Good.
Definitely a better lever.
We upgraded the lever on Justin's bike. He had to vulture a couple more parts off of my Bronson, which is definitely needs a couple bits and pieces to get it back up and running again. But Justin had the old push button, crappy RockShox reverb lever, and he bought the wolf tooth remote that takes like the hydraulicness out of it. I don't know exactly how it works, but it worked. All right, we're on the Tahoe Rim Trail now, and we're gonna be on this thing all the way back. You can camp within 300 feet of the trail. Portable camp stoves are not allowed unless you have a campfire permit. And I think as camping etiquette goes, you want to be out of sight of the trail. It's not always possible, but you try to do that. But because this isn't a highly impacted, highly backpacked area, you don't need a permit. You just come out, and if you find a camp spot, you find one. A few years ago on Labor Day, I did a bike packing trip before I started my channel and went around the lake, camped 2 nights, and it was great. No permits, no crowds, had it all to myself. I did camp in an illegal spot though. I camped at Marlette Lake, which you're not supposed to do, but I was out of gas and out of water. But then I camped at Star Lake, which was super cool. Totally above board. Justin and I were just talking about how we've probably seen more wildlife road biking than mountain biking. You're more silent, like how you come upon animals. And I love seeing animals until it becomes a weird situation. I had some damn raccoons in my backyard 2 nights ago that were scaring me because I couldn't scare them off. Like they were standing their ground, like holy crap. I'm not prepared to fight a raccoon. Woohoo! Hell yeah. This is so good. No dust. Typical Tahoe. Perfect ribbon. We're just above 7,000 feet now, so feel the altitude. The gradient on that whole climb was so perfect. This is a little more upright. They do trail work on the Tahoe Rim Trail. I'm sure they maintain, they cut down trees, but they've built it in such a way. It's so sustainable. It covers up with snow in the winter and then dries out and it's ready to go. Once May or June, or this year August rolls around. You just can't have this many miles and have to micromanage every single foot. Justin's still much stronger than me on the climbs, and there's only one reason. When someone is better than you at something, it's because they do it more often. So Justin probably rides more than me. Putting time in on the trainer, hitting those zones. Nice. Man, it's a lot of bang for your buck. A lot of traversing, not losing all the elevation. Pretty good. So the Tahoe Rim Trail does circle around the entire Lake Tahoe, but the west side, there's a lot of trail that is all in wilderness. So it means it's off limits. There are weird ways to like go way out into a whole different zone and then come back on the Tahoe Rim Trail. There's no way to really bike pack the whole thing just by staying on single track. But what we have right now is amazing. This is primo stuff. Oh, slippery. That's kind of cool. It keeps dropping and climbing. I'm impressed. Reminds me a little bit of Loon Lake. That was when I first started my channel. Took Justin out on that ride. I swear he didn't mountain bike for a year after that ride. It was a death march. Pretty cool. Oh. Yeah. I know we're not done yet, but this is probably one of the best super accessible intermediate rides ever. Just so good. The first few miles were, it was road and kind of confusing fire road. But everything we've gotten out of since we got on the single track, this is just so good. A couple little spicy spots to keep you honest, but for an intermediate rider, this is like a dream. And I know a ton of you guys are watching from the Bay Area. This is so cool. Howdy, howdy. Just us two. Have a great one. That's the one thing I found on the Tahoe Rim Trail, man. Really good interactions with hikers. Everybody's happy, having fun. Good sight lines too, to be able to come upon people. And we're ripping a little bit, but always in control. Holy crap, we're still gonna keep descending. No way. I would not be surprised if it was just over right now. This is crazy. Ugh. Okay, let's fix it. Let's look at it. It lasted one ride. Kennedy Brothers mechanics on the job. Whatever happened, at some point, like this was a little too loose and this got pulled out, and we were thinking the little cap, like the little ferrule cap that you put on the end of wires, that was probably the only thing holding this on. And then once that kind of got pulled off, boom, we were almost thinking that the bottom cable got disconnected from the dropper post, and that would be catastrophic. But that was not bad. We just pulled on this a little bit with some pliers, and we're back in action for now. That was an awkward one. Oh. I just did the same thing.
Not looking where I wanted to go.
Yeah. I know. Holy moly. What the hell? Okay, so there's a little bit of chunder on this ride. It's not a pure intermediate, but a couple bits of spicy expert level. A little more chundery now. Good God. You got it? Nice. Hell yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Holy crap. That was intense. Oh, yes. He got it. Watch for cars. Justin was hit by a bus. I honestly think that was the best ride we've ever done together. Like, that was
Really good.
I cannot believe I've never heard anyone talk about that.
Top tier cross country. If you come out thinking like enduro and downhill,
Yeah,
you'll probably
it's-
be like, oh, too much pedaling.
But that
like,
was
if you're looking
so-
for a cross country loop,
That was
freaking-
good. Man, I gotta check the mileage. So it's supposed to be 18.8 miles, and I was like, yeah, 18.9 miles, almost 3 hours. The route on Trail Forks is called like 4-hour loop, so if you're a little less technical or aerobically inclined, it'll take a lot longer, but I highly suggest it. This is gonna be on my list of must-do rides for sure. So after the ride, we headed down to the old bridge tender over there. It always has pretty damn good burgers. Justin got a burrito. Now we're at the Fanny Bridge. They call it the Fanny Bridge because everyone kind of leans over and you can see their butts. And, is there anything down there?
Not seeing anything.
So we got a pretty good recommendation for dinner. The Old Tap House, I hope that's what it was called. And we both got the meatball pizza, and it was really quite good. And then, of course, you got to get the soft serve ice cream. I got the caramel. Justin got the hot fudge. And yeah, what a great day. This was perfect. A ride I didn't know existed turned to blow my socks off. I hope you guys get out there and ride this thing. It was awesome. We're going to do a couple more Tahoe rides, so hope you stay tuned. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.